Greetings, humans. Today we bring you a very important announcement, a public service announcement, if you will. And like any good citizen, my public service announcement involves Batman. So, what exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about the Batman animated series on DVD. Check this bad boy out. Look at how big it is, it's so amazing. And if we actually bust it open, which is going to be challenging with crazy reflective lighting, we'll just remove the plastic bit, which includes the Batman. Come on, get off it. Okay. And we'll discard that. And then we have our actual box. Can open up. And then a nice little booklet with comics and episode listings in it. Very nice. Very nice. Put that off to the side. And then we actually have two sets, Volume 1 and 2, and then Volume 3 and 4. The entire Batman animated series was only 4 volumes long. I actually busted open, and then we have all of our DVDs. It's like a 17-disc set, and way at the end of this Volume 3 and 4 pack there is a bonus disc. So it's actually a pretty nice set. Of course, when I say it's a pretty nice set, I'm leaving one very key piece of information out. You want to guess what that key piece of information is? It's a bootleg! Correct! Bootleg, folks. As nice as this set is, it is a bootleg! I know what you're thinking. That can't possibly be a bootleg. Well, unfortunately it is. Let me present to you the proof. Some of the proof is highly visual, some of it you'll just have to take my word for. But if we look at the plastic bit that actually covers it, look right down here. So it's Batman, the complete animated. There's no T in that. That's supposed to be animated series, not animated. So that's kind of a tip-off right there. Then you'll notice that on the book, it's also the same thing. Animated, not animated series. Which sucks off the bat. But then, oddly enough, if you actually bust open the DVDs, which are now upside down, thanks to my running around with them, you can see that on the actual DVDs it is animated series. However, that's not the only proof. If we look at this plastic thing again, and it's probably not going to show up without a black background. Does anybody notice something funky about the way they spell comics there? That's an L, not an I. You can kind of see the little tail light on the bottom. Yeah, comics isn't spelled with an L. And then if we actually bust into it a little more, remember that bonus DVD I was talking about at the end of this section? That's definitely not how you spell bonus disc. So spelling errors like that can happen, but this is really bad. Animated spelled wrong twice, comic spelled wrong, and bonus disc. No actual company would spell that many things wrong on a package like this. I'm not done yet, though. You'll notice that the DVD cases I got aren't quite right. This is just a cardboard, like shell, within plastic trays. They're just barely held together by like tape on the inner edge there. That's not what this is supposed to look like. These are actually supposed to be solid plastic cases that snap shut, not the cardboard flap ones. You can also tell by the coloration of the discs if you look online, especially with the blue. See how light that blue is? It's supposed to be a very dark, pronounced blue. Then if we bust into it a little bit more, one thing everybody says is that there should be a barcode on the inner track, like in this little plastic part. There's no barcode on the disc, which problematic. Oh hey, there's a camera. Ah! So that's also a tip off their bootlegs. They don't have that barcode printed on the inside ring here. But then the real bit of proof is that if you actually pop one of these suckers in a computer and start analyzing the DVD structure, you quickly find it is not a valid DVD structure. So yeah, that's pretty bad. But then also, a real DVD, a professional press DVD, holds around 9 gigs of data, because the rule is it takes about 2 gigabytes per hour of video. So a 2-hour movie goes on about 4 gig disc, perfectly fine. But then longer movies need to go on a 9 gigabyte, or it's actually about 8.5 gigabyte disc. All of these discs are the 4 gigabyte discs, and they're compressing a full, it's like 3.5 hours of video onto them. So they're essentially squeezing down the video enough to cram them onto lower capacity, cheaper discs, which can lead to data errors. Which, when you pop it into your computer and start analyzing the DVD structure, you immediately start running into data errors on these things. So, today's message, all about a warning. This particular set used to retail for around $80, but then it went out of print, and now you can find new ones online for like $200, still sealed. I found a great deal, great quote-unquote deal, on eBay, 75 bucks for it. I was like, whoa, that's a good deal! So I bought it, I got it, and they'll play in a DVD player just fine. Computers, not so much. I had to go through 3 different DVD drives before I could even find one that would read the disc, let alone play the disc. So computers, not so much. Real DVD players seem to handle it okay. But, yeah, I'm well past the return or, like, official complaint time period. So I'm basically out 75 bucks for bootleg media, and this has happened to me before. I ordered some stuff off eBay one time, showed up as bootleg. That was like radically obvious though, not nearly as fancy as this. No packaging, no DVD artwork, no actual nice looking booklet. I mean, this is a fantastic bootleg, it really is. But ultimately, the discs just aren't worth it. Data errors, some don't play. If you look online, you'll actually find a lot of people complaining that their discs don't play at all anywhere. And, you know, if the discs played, I can maybe see it being okay, but I would have rather had working discs than fancy packaging. Yeah. So, moral of the story, I think I am done buying media on eBay. This is the second time I've been burned. Just don't think I'm willing to do it anymore. So I'm just going to have to pay higher retail prices to get from a reputable source like Amazon. Oh, also on Amazon, watch out, because they have the deal where, like, they'll list things at other sellers' prices. Always make sure you're buying from Amazon, not a third-party reseller, just to protect yourself. Okay, that's it for the preaching. Hopefully you learned something today. I sure did. And now, I'm going to go and be sad that I don't have Batman. It's a bootleg!